After 250 years of dominance, fossil fuels, coal, oil and gas, are being sentenced to death. And new energy sources, wind, hydro and sun, are being embraced. And it appears as though we are experiencing a green energy revolution. Why? Because revolutions are binary, they are black and white. There are clear and distinct opposites, baddies versus goodies, regressive, rear-view looking, and progressive, forward-looking, planet-harming and killing energy sources, and planet-saving energy sources, right? At the first glance, this actually looks like a revolution, but as I'm going to explain in this video, it actually is not a revolution. Rather, it's a green energy transition and evolution. Let's have a look. Hi, I am Jan from sustainablebutterflies.com.au, and energy is one out of 5 pillars of sustainability. Now, before I share the 3 reasons why this green energy transition is not a revolution despite its appearance, let's have a look at one of the greatest revolutions in human history, and that is the Great French Revolution of 1789. So after 300 years of monarchy, people were quite sick of the monarchy. Why? Because the country was in debt. While the aristocrats and the rulers were choking on caviar and champagne and living in opulence in these opulent palaces or chateaus, normal people, day-to-day people, couldn't even afford bread. So there was a huge disconnect between the rulers and the normal, everyday people, right? So they stormed the Bastille. Now, within 4 short years, after 300 long years, the Republic replaced the absolute monarchy, right? And reason superseded religion and science superseded the church. Now, today, we also have a long period of 250 years of dependence on fossil fuels, coal, gas and oil. And we are also facing the consequences. Our planet, not just France, but our whole planet is in debt every generation. And that means not just people, but koalas, low-lying Pacific Island communities, coral reefs, etc. We are indebted because of what this dependence on fossil fuels had done. And we also have, and people are sick of it too, right? They don't want coal. Nowadays, no politician, in the West at least, could get away with waving coal in the parliament or saying that climate science is crap. And nowadays, they would be metaphorically guillotined, right? Instantly. So it appears at the first glance that today is also a revolution, a green energy revolution, right? We storm the streets and we'll dispense with the coal. That's so bad for our planet, and we must establish a new green order. It looks like that. So here are the 3 reasons why this green energy transition is not a revolution. Number 1, we've always been using renewable energy, right? And today is not exactly the same as using the medieval windmill, right? Because now we need to generate electricity through wind turbines, solar panels and hydropower, right? So that has changed, but the ideas behind it, they have not changed. They have always been like that. Use the power of nature to make our life easier and help us. Number 2, we are not replacing an old, bad, inefficient system the way the French did when they guillotined the king and the rulers and the opposition and established new republic, right? We are running on the same system. We are just transitioning from one energy source to a different energy source, okay? The capitalism and democratic principles, at least in the West, and I'm here in Australia, are the same, and thanks God for that. That's all I can say. Obviously, there are flaws with it, like with any big and complex systems, right? There are flaws, such as measuring countries' progress in GDP, which is quite outdated, I believe, or land clearing and many other problems. But show me a better system than democracy and capitalism. And here is the third and the most important reason why this is not a revolution. The French had two clear and distinct opposites: inefficient, bad, old monarchy, and fresh, new, creative, forward-looking republicans. Okay? Very bad, very good. Now, we don't have that. It appears that the bad coal and oil and fossil fuels are here, and on the other side we have renewables, which are all great sunshine and breeze, right? And pardon the irony. And it appears like that. Why? Because one reason. Why? Because we want to believe that we have a green pill and that we have this polarity, bad versus good. That's one reason. The second reason is that, true, sun and wind in its raw state is clean and green, right? Of course. But we can't use that energy in its raw state. We need to convert it through a solar panel or through a car battery or through a wind turbine. And to do that, right, so to get the electricity, we are still relying on scarce, rare minerals such as copper, cobalt, graphite, coltan, and all of these resources. It is not addressing the deeper issue of consumption, right? And that's why I believe this belief that this is green energy revolution is really dangerous. And in my following video in this series, I'm going to address that third and final part. That's why is it so dangerous. So thanks for watching. I know this is quite complex and quite complicated, and it's still quite a dynamic landscape, this energy transition, but I believe this is a course of evolution, a transition, not some, green revolution. I don't believe that at all. If you have any comments or questions, let me know while I'm preparing for the third video, and thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.